Hello, ladies. It's Beth. I'm back with you live. It's been a couple weeks. Hi, happy Tipsy Tuesday. Coming to you live today with a special topic. We're going to talk about skincare. This is something I get asked about a lot, and honestly, I'm always sort of hesitant. I've been hesitant to talk about it because I'm not a beauty blogger. I'm not an expert by any means in this area, but what I am is a 55, almost 56 in a month, 56-year-old girl who has done years and years of damage to her skin. And, I care about it. I care about my skin. I'm not looking to completely turn back the hands of time because you can't. Newsflash, you just can't. So I'm embracing my age and getting older because God knows the alternative isn't so good. But I also want to do what I can to look and feel my best. And that is sort of the cornerstone of my business, is I just try to help us all develop easy daily routines and habits to help us look and feel our best, no matter our age. So skincare is obviously an enormous part of that, right? So I have spent hours over the last, hours researching skincare and trying products and, watching YouTube videos. You don't even want to know how much time. Anyway, a lot of time. There is so much information out there, and I don't have all the answers. A lot of trial and error. I just know what I've been using for probably the last 3 or 4 months. I've kind of found a routine that I'm happy with, that's manageable, that is affordable for me. Again, price point is totally personal, just like your skin is. And you've got to find a routine and products that work for your budget. There are such wide ranges. I have some what would be considered expensive products here and some not so expensive. But there's a lot of options out there. Anyway, I wanted to share my routine, but again, preface it by saying this is not my area of expertise. We are just girls chatting about what I use and sharing what I've learned and what has worked for me, but you have to figure out what works for you. Just to give you an idea, again, I'll be 56 next month, in exactly a month, pretty much. I have normal to combination skin. I mean, you can see the shine. You've probably noticed it, I tend to get a shiny T-zone, but I don't have any really dry skin. But I also think, because I have had dry skin, especially in the winter in the past, but I think the routine I'm using has really helped with the moisture and the texture of my skin. I feel it, like sometimes I'll touch my face and I'm like, wow, it really feels good, and it feels a lot better than it has in the past. Are my wrinkles gone? No. But I do also want to, in the interest of full, transparency, which is such a buzzword, let you know that for the first time in my life, it was 2 months ago, early April. It was 1 month ago, I got Botox. And I'm not embarrassed. I know it's very personal, and a lot of people have very strong feelings about it. I don't want to get into a debate about, how awful it is or how great it is or judgment and all that. That is not what we're here for, ladies. So if you have those kind of opinions, keep them to yourself, okay? I do not judge people what they do. I decided to try it because I've heard so much about it. So many people I know have tried it. And, I researched it and I decided to go for it. I went to a place. If you're curious, if you're local, I can tell you where I went. Can't think of the name off the top of my head. And I got it in my forehead. And to be very honest, I don't really notice the difference, but I have had people say, wow, your skin looks great. I'm not so sure it's because of the Botox, because that strictly, I do have a nice smooth forehead. I will say that. I can still frown. Can you see? But my forehead is smoother. I didn't have awful lines in my forehead, but they were noticeable. And, but where I notice my wrinkles, where they bother me, quote unquote, is under my eyes, the smile lines, these. And as far as I know, Botox might help with that. They can put it here. It might help a little bit, but you're not going to get rid of under eye, wrinkles and crow's feet. They're not going away. And I would listen to a dermatologist that was talking about, people who smile a lot, you're going to get those wrinkles, and smiling is good. So in a way, those wrinkles are good, because the more you have, the more you smile, right? And as far as I know, there's no way to get rid of them completely. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but and it would probably be way too involved for me, but we'll see. Anyway, so yes, I have had Botox on my forehead. That does not have any impact on my face, my neck, nothing, just right here, okay? So just wanted to make sure I was very honest about that. Anyway, let's start from the top. I'm going to give you my morning and my evening routine. I have my products here. I have a blog post that I have linked that lays it all out with links, okay? I'm not going to get into a lot of scientific talk because I'm not qualified. I do have notes here, so if anyone had questions, I have notes about ingredients and active ingredients. I probably know enough to be dangerous. If you're looking for really scientific information, obviously you can go on, WebMD, things like that, or Angie from Hot and Flashy does a great job of really digging in deep in terms of studies and analyzing ingredients and whatnot. And a lot of what I have here and a lot of what I've learned has come directly from her. And I've pretty much copied her regimen in the past of her products, not her devices. I don't have any of the devices. And to be honest, it was just getting too complicated. There's just too many different bottles, and none of her things are really that expensive, but when you add them all up, it's just a lot of bottles. And I'm downsizing, as you know. I need to consolidate things, so I'm trying to do that. I probably use more than a lot of you do. Maybe I use less, but I think I use less than Angie does. So, but I also don't look like Angie, so take that for what it's worth. But anyway, from the top, in the morning, if I feel like it, I wash my face. I do use a gentle cleanser. This is by Dermatology, which is a brand that I discovered through all this process. It's basically the word dermatology without any vowels. And I am an affiliate with them. You don't have to use my link, but if you want to, that's great. And you can also use a code BStyle to get 20% off. They also have additional sales all the time. Right now, I think they have a 30% off sale. They always have sales going. Shipping is free once you hit a reasonable price point. Returns are free. Returns are guaranteed for 60 days. Amazing customer service. Great story. It is, their buzz line is it's products that won't do anything, won't hurt you, but work, basically, in a nutshell. Okay? So I use a gentle cleanser. Neutrogena has a great gentle cleanser as well. Or a lot of times I just splash cold water on my face in the morning. Then I pat my face dry. Angie taught me you want to leave a little moisture on your face when you start with your products. That helps seal everything in. So don't be scrubbing your face with a towel. You shouldn't be doing that anyway, but don't leave a little bit of moisture on your face. And then what I learned from Angie, you want to start with your most important product first. And in the morning, my most important product is my vitamin C serum. And I use it's the Timeless vitamin C plus E plus ferulic acid. It's 3 antioxidants. It fights free radicals. It brightens your skin. It helps with collagen building. It evens out your skin tone. It has vitamin E and ferulic acid. It helps dull, discolored, stressed skin, and it provides protection against environmental pollutants, which is what free radicals are. So I get this on Amazon. I will link it. It's called Timeless. Key with vitamin C is don't be buying big bottles of it. You need to use it within about 3 months, and you need to keep it in a cool, dark place because it is vitamin C, like an apple. When you cut an apple open and it turns yellow and brown, same thing. I read that. I didn't make that up. Same thing with your vitamin C serum. I don't want to use it because I don't want to waste it. But when you pump it into your hand, it should be clear or champagne color. It should not be yellow. I had a different brand that I'd kept too long and I had a little couple drops left, and it was yellow. And I heard Angie in my head, and I was like, I think I probably put it on because I figured it can't hurt, but it's not going to do anything. It's not going to work if it has turned yellow. It has oxidized, I guess, is what's happened. So keep it so that it's clear. You could put it in the refrigerator. I can't be bothered with that. In your drawer, under your sink, in a reasonable temperature house, okay? We'll be fine. Okay, so that's the first thing I put on. Just a couple, I rub it all over my face. I don't put it on my eyelids. I put it, I kind of put it around under my eyes, above my lips. Some people are sensitive to vitamin C. I'm not. So use it, you know, just work your way up to it. I do put it down my chest, neck, chest, and on the tops of my hands. Okay? Next, I consolidate. When I talked about consolidating a lot of what Angie uses, I found this. You've probably seen it. It's all over Instagram. It's again by Dermatology. It is called the Needless Serum, which is probably, it's a great marketing, right? But they even say it's not like, this is not it's not Botox in a bottle. I wouldn't claim that, at least. It's not a facelift. But what it is it is a great serum that I use both morning and night. I use it after my vitamin C in the morning. Okay, I put like 3 or 4 drops in my hand, rub it all over my face, under my eye, not like too close to my eye, all over my forehead, down my neck, tops of my hands. And what this does, this magic potion, I really like this stuff too. It is not cheap. It is, for a 1 ounce bottle, it's $69, minus my discounts or any sales, minus the B-Style discount, which code B-Styled, and they also have sales sometimes. Or they have, I found, for a limited time, they have a 2 ounce bottle for $99. So do the math, that's better. This is the 2 ounce bottle, $99 before any discounts. It has niacinamide, very important, good ingredient. It's B3. You're gonna see, if you haven't already, niacinamide is one of those very hot, well-researched active ingredients. It's a heavy hitter. It's a multitasker. It's barrier strengthening, skin brightening, oil regulation, pore reduction. I've seen a reduction in my pores. It has hyaluronic acid, which is fantastic for keeping your skin plump and moisturized and hydrated. And it has peptides and ceramides, which I could read what they are, but you can Google it. That's what I did. It's good stuff, okay? So I put this on morning and night, but I put it on right after my vitamin C. And then I do put eye cream on. I didn't used to, but I do put an eye gel on. This is from CBS, or it's Vichy. One of the dermatologists that I watch recommended this. It has caffeine and I think hyaluronic acid. It's very moisturizing, and it's like a cream gel. And I put this on morning and night as well, because I was noticing I was getting kind of dry under my eyes. So this targets that. And the caffeine, this dermatologist is saying caffeine is good for your under eye skin. It's also on Amazon. I think I linked it in the blog post on Amazon. Okay, that is it, except for the most important step, which is what, ladies? Say it with me. Sunscreen. And I have 2 sunscreens to show you. One I get on Amazon. Look how dirty it is. It's got some, I've had it I use it all the time. I've told you about this. Elta MD. These are both physical, not chemical, physical mineral sunscreens. They're both tinted, which I really like, so that you don't get that white cast. And you can almost use, especially this one, in lieu of a foundation, on a casual day. This is the Dermatology one. I prefer it to the Elta MD. I like the way it goes on, and it's also considered your daily moisturizer. You can use this, as your daily moisturizer, so you don't have to have that extra step. And it is tinted, universally, works for everyone. First time I put it on, I was like, oh no, this is just too light. I had that white cast, but it disappeared. I have it on now. It disappeared, and it gives a nice glow, and it's a good sunscreen. It's SPF 44, and it's actually less expensive than the Elta MD, so there's a bonus. So I put this on last. I try to wait 15 minutes, definitely 15 minutes at least before you go out in the sun, but 15 minutes or so before I put makeup on, if I'm wearing makeup. Every single day, ladies, every day. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's 2 degrees outside. I don't care if you're in the Arctic tundra or wherever you are. You need to wear sunscreen every day. And you need to put 1/4 of a teaspoon on. That's a lot of sunscreen. 1/4 of a teaspoon for your face and neck. Measure it out. It's a lot of sunscreen. It's more than you're probably using, more than I was using. So that's the end of my morning routine. Couple times a week, I use this magical stuff, which is by this company called Radical, that a friend told me about. Radical Skincare. It's a great story. They have great products. This is a enzyme scrub peel, like an exfoliant that I do 2 or 3 times a week. And it's one of those things that I really do feel like I'll use this. If I'm going to some special event, I'll definitely use this before I put my makeup on because it just makes my skin look better. It brightens it. It takes all the dead skin off. You put it on dry skin. It's this pink gel. You put it on your dry skin, clean dry skin, before obviously any products. So if I do it in the morning usually, after I've either washed my face or splashed it with water, I kind of make it dry-ish, and it's this gel, and you just put a little scoop, and you spend 3 or 4 minutes rubbing it in. I only do this a couple times a week, rubbing it in all over, and it feels so good. And then slowly you'll start to feel like gritty, not gritty, but you'll feel like your dead skin coming off. And then you splash cold water or water on your face, or use like a washcloth or whatever, sponge, and your skin, it's glowing. It's one of those, I think you see an immediate impact from this. You can read about it on the website, all the wonderful things it has. It has, it lifts dead skin. It contains fruit enzymes, papaya, all these great things. What else can I tell you? It's called the Express Delivery Enzyme Peel. See dead skin lift right before your very eyes. Reveal smooth, supple, polished skin in minutes. Because as we get older, ladies, all those we don't exfoliate naturally as much. So that's why we tend to get dry, crepey skin, because it just keeps building up. So you need to exfoliate. So that's a way that I exfoliate in the morning a couple times a week. Okay, you still with me? This is a lot of information, but that's it. That's my morning. It's 2 serums and a moisturizer and an eye cream. That's it, okay? Vitamin C and my Needless are the 2 serums. Okay, now at night, it's again 2 things plus a cream. At night I always wash my face. That's something I've always been very good at. Ladies, you got to wash your face at night. I think we're all doing that, right? Is there anyone who doesn't always wash their face? Make sure your daughters are too. I read about that. People are like, I was too tired. I just fell asleep with my makeup on. I'm like, I'm not like picky about that kind of stuff normally, but that's not a good idea. You got to get that stuff off. So I wash my face with this gentle cleanser. I'm sure any cleanser will do. And you don't have to spend a fortune on cleanser. Just make sure it's not stripping your skin. Make sure you don't have that like tight feeling that they used to tell us back in the 70s and 80s that you wanted, that tight, dry feeling. You don't want that. You want to feel moist and supple after you wash your face, not stripped. Okay, so I wash my face, and then I go in with probably the most effective and important topical treatment in my regimen, which is my prescription Retin-a. Again, this is controversial for some people. Some people can't use it because it can be irritating to certain people. And if you do use it, you have to build up. I've been using this for years, 2 or 3 years, and I go through Curology because that's what Angie told me to do. I don't have any deals with them, but you can Google Curology, and it's basically a way to get it without having to go to a dermatologist. You chat with one, you send her pictures, him or her, and they come up with a formula, and then over the years, I've increased my percentage of the tretinoin, which is the ingredient, and I'm up to 0.09%, which might be close to the highest. I think 1% is the highest that you can get. But anyway, this is prescription based, and again, you're not just going to jump in on this and start slathering it all over your face because you'll have problems. You need to work with a dermatologist and build up gradually, and it makes sunscreen all the more important. But we already talked about that, okay? So I do use Retin-a. There are over-the-counter retinols that are fantastic. If you don't want to go this route, or you want to, if you have very sensitive skin, or you just you don't want to use a Retin-a, then I know Oil of Olay has a nighttime Regenerist night cream with retinol in it, which is worth it. Which I think Angie recommends that one. So you can go get that at CVS. All right, so that's the first thing I do, because remember, the most important thing for your skin, the most important serum or treatment for your skin is the one you're going to put on first, according to Angie. So I put that on first, and then I go in next with my second time a day, my Needless Serum, which I talked about that I put on in the morning. So retinol, the Retin-a, and then the serum, which has the niacinamide and the peptides and all that stuff. And then I do put my eye cream on at night as well. And then, last but not least, I put on a night cream. I use the Dermatology Peptide Night Cream. It is very moist. It's just a nice, fluffy, creamy texture and not greasy. Heavy enough, but not too heavy. It just works well for me. I like the feeling of it, and it has lots of good stuff in it that you can read about on their website. Okay, so that's it. That's what I do at night. Now, I do alternate every 2 or 3 nights. I skip the Retin-a, and I use this beauty counter stuff. It's called the overnight resurfacing peel that if you've been following me, I've been using this for years. I think I started using this before I went into the Retin-a. And now what I do that works for me is I use this a couple times a week in lieu of the Retin-a. And this is another, it's a very clean, all, I don't know about all natural, but it's beauty counter. It's a very it's a trusted product, and I've gotten great results from it. I wake up in the morning, my skin just looks brighter and feels good. It's exfoliating. It's getting rid of, it's an alpha hydroxy acid. Oh dear, you can read about it, ladies. Sorry. Do I have it here? Oh yes, okay. It's the overnight resurfacing peel. Yes, it's a leave-on. So they call it a peel, but you're not peeling anything off. It's a serum that you put on and you leave it on. You put it on at night before your moisturizer. I do wait maybe 10 minutes after putting this on to put on my night cream. Again, I don't do this the same nights that I'm putting on the Retin-a. And it improves your skin texture, boosts clarity without irritation. This is not irritating, and it's not over drying. It has glycolic, malic, and botanically derived lactic acid, clears away dull surface cells, and has fatty acids to help soothe, and reveal a brighter, healthier looking, renewed complexion. Okay? You could have read that yourself back on the website, but I do use that, and I've always noticed improvement from that. I've been using this for years. And it might still be on sale. If it is, whenever they have a sale, I grab this. It lasts a long time. All right, we have a question here. Do you work up to the overnight resurfacing peel like you do Retin-a? I do not. This you do not need to. I do not have sensitive skin, but I went right in on this. And I think I used to use this nightly, or at least every other night. Maybe you want to start out every other night and then move up to nightly. If there are any beauty counter experts on, they could answer that. But this is not like the Retin-a. It's not going to cause irritation. You do feel it tingle. And one of my good friends, Kim, is always like, I like to feel the tingle. Like, you kind of like to know that it's doing something. This, I feel a tingle, but I've never had any flakiness or redness, which I have had with the Retin-a. I have had, especially around my mouth. If that happens to you, just back off. Sometimes they'll tell you like I would just go on to Curology and tell them, and they would sometimes say, put a little barrier, a little moisturizer on, or mix it in with the Retin-a. But no, Kim, with this you should be good to go with the beauty counter resurfacing peel. But it's not like a peel where you're, when I think of peel, I think of stuff falling off or like peeling it off. Those old masks peel off your face. It's not like that. It's a serum that works as an exfoliant. Okay, and then I go to bed. But before I do that, I brush my teeth, and I do use the Colgate Whitening pen, and just mostly because it's easy. I've had the things that you stick on your teeth. This I just find is easier. I got my husband one too. We have them on our bedside tables. I'm a big coffee drinker. I like my red wine, so I do this. And then I also have 2 other little bonuses for you. One is it's a lash serum. There are a lot of lash serums out there. Again, I'm not an expert on these, but this is one that Angie recommended that's a little less expensive than the one, what's the expensive one? This I think was like $30 maybe. It's called Babe Lash on Amazon. But I just put it on at night on the base of my lashes, and I put it in my eyebrows too. And it works. It helps. It helps make my lashes longer. I have mascara on, but my brows thicker. People are home. Ice trays. And then I also use my Laneige lip mask at night. I just put this on at night. I've had this stuff last forever because it's probably $20, which seems like a lot for a lip treatment. I mean, you could put Vaseline on probably, but I love this and I feel the difference, especially in the winter or, you know, if you have dry lips. This stuff is great and I slather it on at night. And somebody's asking if I still use beauty counter makeup. I do. I use a lot of beauty counter makeup. I own a lot of different things. I am not completely brand loyal to anything at this point in my life. But there are certain beauty counter products that I do love. I have it on now. I love their liquid eyeliner. I shadow just because it's just easy for me. I can't be. I just slap on like a champagne colored one. I like that. I use their eye pencil for my brow. And what my number one that I own, this is where I am loyal. I've pretty much given up any other lipstick besides the beauty counter Lip Genius lipsticks. I think I have Lily or Orchid on right now. Plum is my favorite. I just ordered a bunch because it's all I use. And there's many reasons why I love it. For one thing, I was traveling and I left my lips, I was missing a lipstick. So I went into CVS and got like a Maybelline or CoverGirl, and the color was pretty, but it had this disgusting smell, and the cap, like you had to like line up. I don't know what brand it was, so I don't want to say because I don't want to be wrong, but you had to like line up these little notch things to close the thing. And I mean, I'm like, what is that? Who designed that? And it had this like awful taste and smell. The beauty counter lipsticks have a beautiful natural, it's like, I don't know if it's vanilla or peppermint. There's no junk in them. So they feel good. They smell and taste good going on. And the top is like magnetic. You just stick it on. It's got a nice, the delivery method is fantastic. And the colors are great and they moisturize. And I just feel really good about those lipsticks. And I'm kind of a lipstick snob. So I do stock up on those. And the blush, all right? I pretty much exclusively use cream blush now. And they have these great, didn't bring my makeup down, cream blushes. And when you run out, they'll send you a replacement. You keep the little compact and you can get just the replacement. I haven't run out because they last forever. But I use those on my lips too. So if I want to be efficient, I'll just put the blush on and then put it in my finger and put it on my lips. Okay, double duty. And then I do use their foundations occasionally. There's two different ones. There's a more full coverage and a more of like a tinted moisturizer that I'll use if I'm going to the gym that has SPF in it. I'm still really, I'm all over the map with makeup. I can't tell you one thing. I do love my IT Cosmetics CC cream or Your Skin But Better foundation. I use that a lot. And I do have the Saint makeup. And at first I was a little overwhelmed by it, but I'm getting the hang of it. And that stuff's good. That stuff's really good. And I realized I have that on my face right now. I realized I probably use less of it because of the way you apply it. And one of my members, Karen, I don't know if she's on, is a Saint representative. Karen, it's Liew. It's 50 is the new 50 blog is her website. So if you're interested in all cream makeup and she'll teach you how to put it on, she's great. She's so good. I love her. Check out 50 is the new 50 blog.com for makeup. And she'll color match you and it's great. But I'm actually, I just color matched somebody yesterday for Beauty Counter. I think she was on here too. So if you want to send me a selfie, just stand in front of a mirror, a window, well-lit window, and send me a picture, and I can color match you any Beauty Counter products. If you want blush, if you want foundation, if you want lips, if you want all of them, or whatever, just send me a picture and I can give you my recommendations for Beauty Counter makeup and Beauty Counter skin products as well. Let's see if we have any other questions. Because that's my routine And again, you can get this all laid out on my blog in the link here. And this was fun. I would say, where should sunscreen go in this process? Okay. God, my eyes, gosh. Joan, sunscreen is the last thing I do. So in the morning, I do my vitamin C, my serum, my dermatology needleless serum, and then my eye cream, which is, whether you do that or not. And then I do my sunscreen, 1/4 teaspoon. And then you wait, and then you put on your makeup. But even if your foundation says, like the IT Cosmetics, like the Beauty Counter tinted moisturizer, even if it says it has SPF, doesn't count as far as I'm concerned. You need a true, sunscreen. So this is the one that I like. Another alternative is this one, Ulta MD. This is the dermatology one. Those are what I use. They're not completely cheap. This is probably 20 bucks maybe. Well, it's lasting. It's still very full. But what I also do, which I didn't tell you, is throughout the day, I'll do it right now. See how I'm kind of shiny? I discovered this, I think this was either Dominique or Angie, my YouTube pros. It is a SPF 30 mineral sunscreen in a powder form that I use like so all day long. I keep it in my purse. I just ordered another one because I want to have one in my car, because you would be surprised. You get a lot of sun damage in your car. A lot of people have more sun spots on this side of their face. Ironically, I have more on this side of my face, maybe because I usually am the passenger because I don't like to drive. But you get more sunspots from driving, your hands, everything. So even though you're in the car, ladies, keep the sunscreen. So I applied this, and it does help with my shine. Okay, this is linked in the blog post too. I get it on Amazon. Okay, so sunscreen is the last step. That was the long answer there. Any other questions? Do you know if they ship to Canada? Oh, there's my Canada friend Joan again. Yes, I think Beauty Counter does. I'll double check. I'm 90% sure Beauty Counter ships to Canada. And Joan, I need to get back to you because I do have a way that you can order peach and ship to Canada, because I know I have somebody who has done that, if you're interested. My last name is Roy, as you know. I'm French-Canadian by marriage. Hua. Any other questions, ladies? Oh, my shirt. Want to see my shirt? I just did an Instagram story with this shirt. I'm learning Instagram stories. I feel like such a dork. Anyway, this is the Beacon tank from Peach. It is a workout tank that I have worn to work out. I have my white strappy bra on underneath it that I wear all the time. But I like to wear my workout tops as tops. I don't want them to just be workout tops. So yeah, this isn't a really cheap workout top, but it's a great top, and I can wear it to work out, and then I can wash it and wear it today. I have the white Kiki kit crop pants from Peach on that I love, that I just ordered in black. And I have this necklace. I don't know if you can see this bee necklace. I flipped it. That Jamie gave me. It has this really cool bee on it for bee styled. How cute is that, Jamie? I love it. I wore it the other day, and I got two compliments from people who were like, oh, I love your necklace. I think it's kind of designer-esque. I don't know which designer does this, because I'm not really up on my designers, but if Jamie's watching, she can tell you. It's not a knockoff or anything, but it's striking. And in honor of Color Day, in case you missed it, I'm cold. Today is Color Day. We're supposed to be purging and editing and organizing our colored tops today, if you're following along with me. And I added a little color with my necklace as well. So thank you. It's the Beacon tank from Peach. And it comes in a great red too. They're summer colors this season that just launched. I'm just getting them now. You're gonna see more of them. The red is gorgeous. It's got a slight orange tone to it, but it's not orange. It's a red, but it's not a harsh red. It's a beautiful red. Yeah, check it out. Discoverpeach.com. Anyway, any other questions? Oh boy, we have a lot of people here. Martina's French Canadian too. That's awesome. Guess whose birthday is next Wednesday? Mary. Mary the Great would have been 97 on Wednesday, June 1st. So I'm going to do something special for her. Oh, and Leanne loves my buffet. I love my buffet back there. Isn't that great? It's not that, it's kind of new actually. It's one of the few pieces of furniture that we're taking with us when we sell the house. That's coming. I love that. And how about the I can't think of the name of the, what are those called? The flower. That's real. Rosemary gave it to me when Mary passed away. Iris, what's it called? Lily? No. Orchid. It's an orchid. And I have had it for months now, and look at how beautiful it is. Can you see how gorgeous that is? And I don't do anything to it. Anyway, here comes the rambling. I know it annoys people, sorry, but those of you who are here with me live, I appreciate the conversation because it gets lonely. But anyway, I'm gonna say goodbye. Go put on a colored top if you haven't already, maybe one you haven't worn in a while, and just get dressed. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.